dignify our occupation as an opportunity to serve society, help us to prove useful to the community and country in which we live, and advance national and international understanding, goodwill, peace, through the Rotary ideal of service above self. Amen. And we lift our glasses and we drink to a successful conference this weekend.
Okay, you may all be seated. Thank you.
Animals is white culture. Let's just have a quick look at one or two articles that I have here. Here we've got the former president of South Africa. That was December 2012. Pet dogs not for blacks. Zuma. Spending money on buying a dog, taking it to the vet and for walks belonged to white culture and was not the African way, which was to focus on the family. President Jacob Zuma said in a speech in KwaZulu-Natal, that was December 2012. Zimbabwe abducts baby elephants. President Mugabe has on more than one occasion announced that Zimbabwe wildlife needs to start paying dividends. This statement has been followed by top-ranking ZANU-PF officials, and one of them, Masvingo's governor, Titus Maluleke, went on record saying, "We are not interested in wildlife, we want cash." This way of thinking makes me angry. This way of thinking is destroying our wildlife. This way of thinking is promoting gross abuse of animals in our communities. And this way of thinking must not be tolerated. We are trying to change this kind of mindset, but it's difficult to change the mindset of broken men. However, it is easy to change the mindset of children. That is why at the Voices for African Wildlife, we focus more on educating children. Children are good imitators. We just have to give them something good to imitate. We believe very strongly that by educating children in our broken societies, we are taking the first step in teaching them empathy. We are building a new generation, a new breed of animal and environment lovers. A generation that will take good care of Mother Earth and all her children tomorrow. A generation that will understand that democracy, peace, justice, and a sustainable living earth are indivisible and behave in ways that are cognizant of the indivisible nature of the web of life. Good morning, everybody. My name is Kenesias. My name is Kenesias Dambakurima, and I'm the founder of Voices for African Wildlife, a community-based organization that educates children in disenfranchised communities. I was born in Kadoma in Zimbabwe. As a young boy, I was a Boy Scout. I spent a great deal of time contemplating one of the key principles Boy Scouts hold dear. A scout is a friend to animals and loves nature. I loved the time I spent outdoors in farms and in the wilderness, removing snares and traps that had been placed there by those who had not considered the suffering of animals. As I left childhood and walked into adulthood, my care and concern for the wilderness traveled with me. Along this often painful and often joyful journey, I was blessed indeed to encounter many wonderful teachers, guides, and advocates who have shaped my worldview and caused my thinking to evolve. It is time humans ceased to consider Mother Nature and all her children as commodities. As difficult as it may be, we must move away from the consideration of nature as an abstract entity that is to be tamed, controlled, harvested, and commercialized. We must consider a new paradigm, one that draws from reverence and gratitude. Nature is the context in which we live, breathe, and love. It is a grand stage upon which all lives, no matter how grand or how long, begin and end. Nature and all her children must benefit from the justice and mercy that we each desire for ourselves. The trade in the body parts of iconic world creatures under the guise of ensuring the survival of Africa's world heritage is an affront to justice, an affront to nature, an affront to what is best in the human spirit, and an affront to a creative and intelligent mind that seeks a better way, a way that does not engender dissonance and it does not guarantee a persistent battle with nature. About 100 years ago, 5 million elephants roamed the continent of Africa. That number is now less than 600,000 and rapidly dwindling. Fewer than 18,000 rhinos remain in the wild. 2 rhinos are being killed every 24 hours for their horns, for snake oil medicine. 96 elephants are being killed every day for ivory trinkets. And what we're saying at the Voices for African Wildlife is ivory belongs on the elephants of Africa, not in the caving factories of the Middle or Far East. Rhino horn belongs on the rhino, not in the medicine shops of Asia, nor on the dark hand of men in Yemen. Population numbers of these charismatic and iconic world creatures have been crashing decade after decade, from millions in numbers to hundreds of thousands, to thousands, to tens. Envision in Africa devoid of a world heritage. The reality is too heartbreaking to contemplate. Yet we hear our politicians saying our animals must start to pay dividends. Here in South Africa, many are lobbying for the trade rhino want to be legalized, with the justification that it will somehow save rhinos. How can someone buy something that doesn't? In Zimbabwe, baby elephants are being kidnapped from their mothers and exported to foreign lands to perform in circuses for human amusement, justifying the reduction in population numbers. Botswana is proposing to cull and trophy hunt elephants and sell their meat as dog food. We are saying to our politicians, and our message is loud and clear, our animals are already paying dividends, great dividends, dividends we cannot imagine. Our countries depend on the income from tourism and wildlife, income that supports hundreds of thousands of jobs and hundreds of thousands of lives. In my mind, that is more than enough in dividends our animals pay. Another type of dividends our animals pay is called suffering and extinction. And extinction is forever. Africa, her leaders and her people must desire in earnest, in good conscience and with urgency to protect their animals. Our animals are not commodities. They are our natural heritage, a part of Africa, a piece of the heart of Africa, and a piece of your soul. Even as Africa's world heritage dwindles and becomes a pale shadow of its former self, and even as elephants and rhinos are being poached throughout the whole continent of Africa for ivory trinkets and snake oil medicine, even as the horror of poaching is heralding the demise of these ancient and majestic species, guaranteeing their demise within a generation. Even as these tragedies are a reality in many parts of Mother Africa, including South Africa, animals continue to be viewed as resources, commodities to be harnessed, exploited, abused, and used by humans. While poverty and disenfranchisement in human communities play a significant and understandable role in molding this perception, we at the Voices for African Wildlife believe that a strategy based on reverence, compassion, and inclusion will go further to ensure a true conservation ethic, one that will bring human and animal communities together, ensuring the survival and enrichment of both. In the hope of furthering this end, we have designed and are still designing programs that are clever, tactical, and engaging in an effort to draw attention to the plight of animals in South Africa in particular, and in Africa in general. We hope to attract a great number of South Africa's good citizens in the mighty struggle to cherish and protect both South Africa's and Africa's animals. We shall be unfolding these programs over time, raising public awareness and calling for peaceful and creative advocacy, promoting the idea that we, the indigenous people of Africa, black, white, yellow, whatever skin color, as beautiful as the rainbow, are the guardians of animals, their protectors and their friends. Calling for responsible stewardship of the land that looks to compassion for guidance and not to greedy dominance. Amongst these programs are campaigns titled The Kids Roadshow for Animals and the Animal and Environmental Conservation Clubs for Schools. These campaigns have proved successful in helping raise awareness as we continue our struggle for the protection and liberty of Africa's animals. As we continue our struggle for the protection and liberty of Africa's animals, these programs awards us an opportunity to engage directly with our children in disenfranchised communities, to learn and educate about the value and importance of animals in our lives, as well as their value to the environment. They give us an opportunity to mobilize the public in good and strategic advocacy. They give us an opportunity. Our journey has never been easy, and it's not easy. In good and strategic. The airtime that we use, the data, the transport for the schools programs, outreach programs, almost 90% of the work that we do in disenfranchised communities is sponsored from our personal pockets. And one of the major challenges that we are facing is due to lack of proper admin skills. Yes, Voices for African Wildlife has got a good will. Our voice is respected locally and internationally, but we lack proper admin skills. We are looking for volunteers who can help us run Voices for African Wildlife properly or professionally. I hope you will join us and help us. May the people of Africa and their animals enjoy life together and find joy with the God who created us all. Together, united, we can move mountains. I thank you.